how anybody else would do this, but when you come up to somebody and you say, hey, I want to make a film noir, full-length motion picture, and it has to last 4.5 minutes. Who does that?
On a deserted highway, time is moving slow.
What we did was we approached it as a film. The two films I was really thinking about lighting-wise was a movie called The Lighthouse and Double Indemnity. So those are the sort of like a lot of the inspiration of how to get the final images that we wanted. What this video really shines with is like beautiful imagery, great shots, very well composed. So all of that came together real great. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do the dramatic lighting on the outside scenes, but we still did a really good job of that. I was really pleased.
Really pulled it off. When we were writing it, we could see it as a film. We could see the characters. We could see this stuff happening.
And then, of course, Paul Power, who drew the storyboards and set us on our way, he interpreted the song really well and gave us a really good foothold to move on. What we discovered, of course, was that some of what he drew was probably a little out of our reach for what the time and budget we were working with.
So, there was a few things on set, that we should probably talk about. First of all, Bren Holmes. He's a talented musician. He's, just a real artist. We can't stop laughing when we're around him. It's just hilarity.
He kept doing his Robert De Niro, which he does great. Now, I've known Bren, I met him about a year or two after I met you, Mark, and my wife knew him before me. When he came forward with the idea, he was the first guy I thought of. Thinking of the character, I think, it's got to be Clint Eastwood, Bren. Bren, that's our guy.
It wouldn't be the same without him.
And he's got a solo record out right now as well. So Bren Holmes, go look him up on any of the platforms.
I want to talk about man versus nature aspects.
We were filming at a higher elevation and the temperature dropped substantially when the sun went down.
The conditions were a little trickier to deal with, very dry and dusty as well. But again, we use those to our advantage with the car pulling away out of the dust. Suddenly you get this beautiful dust texture to the image.
Oh, yeah.
And then anything with filming, you have your goals. As you're out there, things change. You then come back and you have to rework some ideas back in the edit bay. And having my daughter, Edie Bell, edit, and she's such a brilliant editor, she came up with a couple of ideas of like, oh, let's create this character, let's create this character. And then with a very quick pickup shoot of a couple of hours one afternoon, we were able to reinsert like 2 or 3 shots that really took the video to the next level and made it feel complete.
We couldn't have done this without him, and I don't want to do it without him ever again.
Absolutely.
Super exciting to me because you and I share a long history and we have raised our kids. To be able to work with them and have them blow you away while you're working with them is the best thing ever. The result is truly beyond our expectations. There's one Easter egg in here. During the slide guitar solo, I could not for the life of me find my slide. So Arnie and I went to the shed and we found a 3/4 deep socket. And I used that as my slide during the slide solo. And unless you look real carefully, you're not going to know, but that's...
No, but I was looking at it, I never noticed that. By the end of the video, we come up with this sort of like, well, the story doesn't actually have to end here.
Tom and I, we love the idea of creating a character and kind of following their journey. We've sat down, we've kind of played around with a sequel idea and a prequel, which seems to be a very popular sort of concept. Going, well, how did he get in this mess in the first place? With all this forward motion, I can't wait to see what we do with the next one. It's going to be a very video-centric year for Foundry Town. Go visit foundrytownsurvivors.com. Give us a like, give us a comment, follow us, subscribe, hug us, kiss us, send us jelly beans, whatever floats your boat. We're open. Thank you all.